What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I am in Goodwill looking for things to buy and sell. And we got some cassettes here, Reba, McIntyre, the whole collection it looks like. Maybe you could buy those, lot them up. Somebody would, pay for them. A lot of cassettes are going up in value. I recently made a video about it where I got a bunch of cassettes and already made some good money on them. Here's some sealed blank media. It's been a while since I've found any of this. $2.99. That's a fair price. I can make some money selling that on Amazon. And just checking out the media here, hoping to see something sealed, something unique, something special. A lot of people have asked me in the comments why I don't look at media. And I do. I just don't usually record it. I look at a lot of things that I don't record. But I'm not seeing anything very special. Here's something sealed, I think a Christmas CD. But don't sleep on some of these Christmas CDs. I've sold them on Amazon, $40, $50, certain ones. So they are worth checking. But I head on over to the shoes. I want to see if I can find something just amazing. Some awesome Jordans or something. Here's some Merrell shoes. Not bad looking until I see the toe. It's got some damage, and this happens a lot to Merrell's and Brooks shoes, it seems. So down here I got some of these little boots, and Eddie Bauer, not the brand I wanted to see when I flipped it over. However, these are brand new, no tags, no box, but I can sell them. I actually sold them already. I sold them for $38, so $38 plus shipping. I paid $5 for them. They sold better than I thought they would. So here's some Nike I see, and they're clean. They're not a great model or anything, but I checked on eBay and the sell-through rate was pretty good, and there wasn't a lot listed, so not a lot of competition on them. I bought them. Thought those might be Keens. Here's some boots that they're not Craftsman, because I recently bought some Craftsman here. I paid $5 for a brand new, and I thought this was the video that they were the Craftsman. I don't know what they were, but I decided to pass on them. $14.99 for these Columbia boots up here. I sell my Columbia boots for about $20, $25 usually, so I didn't want to pay that much for them, unless they were like new or something, which they weren't. You can see all these women's shoes. There's so many women's shoes to look at. And I'm trying to familiarize myself more with like the women's dress type shoes. Probably missing some good stuff. The athletic shoes I'm not going to miss though. Here's some Converse. Of course, Converse makes some pretty good shoes, or they can be worth reselling anyway. That style I don't believe was worth it. Some bike shoes here. No Rothy's that I saw. I recently bought a pair of those at a rummage sale. But I still look anyway, because you never know. I did get these pair of Skechers shoes from a woman that decided not to buy them. Some Lego in the cart there, so yeah, not a bad little haul in this Goodwill. Gonna make some money. Browsing in this miscellaneous aisle. You never know what you're gonna find in an aisle like this. Got some sort of, what was that, sanitizer? See a lot of sanitizer at Goodwill. A lot of places just offloading it to thrift stores. Over on this side, I see one of these Mr. Coffee tea makers. No picture. It's a newer one. Not interested at all, even if it had the picture. Some of the vintage ones, though, as I've mentioned, can sell $20 plus shipping just for the picture. Over here, I see this. Well, is this Wagner wear? I'm wondering, and I touch it, and I'm like, nope. Well, way too generic. Just kind of had that look to it, I guess. Little air fryer. It's one of the smallest air fryers I've ever seen. Goodwill, for whatever reason, prices air fryers insane. I don't know what the price on that one was, but I usually don't buy them. Here's this whisk, kind of vintage tablets for, I think, a washing machine. Maybe it's a dishwasher. Talked about the discontinued products, so I looked them up on eBay, and they were selling for around like $15, I think it was. But that box was just, not in great shape, and profit, I just didn't want to mess with it. Some of that stuff can get removed as well. Look at this. Some insoles. Goodwill wants $25 for them, and the MSRP on there was like $65. That's probably why they priced them that high, but there's multiple boxes like that for 25. And I heard a woman complaining about the price of them. Like, why? She was just like, why are these priced so high? This is ridiculous. I'm going to stop coming in here. And that's how you lose business, Goodwill. That's how you're going to fail. I'm just going to say it. You're getting this stuff for free, and you have the greatest business model. There's no way you can fail unless you destroy your customer base. And that's kind of what you're doing if you're pricing stuff like that for $25 at a thrift store. And I know every Goodwill's different, and it just depends on the employees. So, yeah, it's just frustrating to see stuff like that. I looked them up. They weren't worth picking up. They're like, $15 new, and I don't even think they were selling. So, anyway, we are looking on the new carts here, and I see this box that says Ford, and I'm like, oh, what's in here? I'm like, ooh, look at all these. This could be something great. Some car parts, maybe. Then I'm like, oh, these are face shields. I guess Ford just made them. So, yeah, nothing really worth picking up there. And here's a Polaroid camera. $4.99. And I picked these up, and I got probably 20 of them right now. I've sold them in the past as well. I don't know why I didn't pick up that one. Here's a Wii nunchuck. It's out of the box. They want $13 for it. Not interested. But the Polaroid camera is just, I don't know. Some days you pick up stuff, other days you just don't. Here's a bag of Bob the Builder toys for $1.99, and Bob the Builder toys can be valuable. So I grabbed that for $1.99. I'm like, why not? It's probably at least $15. It'd be easy to deal with. Yeah, I actually had a second chance to buy that Polaroid camera because the next day it was still there. Still didn't buy it. Now I'm looking at it, it's like, why didn't you buy that, Wick? There's a little bit of money there. Now there used to be what was that company? They'd buy them like instantly from you on eBay. I don't know if they still do that, or even what they're selling for right now. Because they started making Polaroid cameras again, so the value kind of went down. Anyway, here's a Star Wars Angry Birds. The box is destroyed. I don't know if all the pieces were there. I decided to pass on it. I just recently sold one like a week ago on Amazon. I sold it for about $45. The box has to be in good condition, all the pieces, for me to sell it on Amazon. That particular Angry Birds, I don't think sells very well on eBay. Here's a bag of toys I'm looking at. Is this more Bob the Builder? No. Here's one of those Bible boxes, empty. They want $9.99 for it. Goodwill just price at $1.99 and move it. I don't know. Here's a bag of toys for $1.99. These Disney figures. That's completely fair. That's why at Goodwill, you just never know what the price is going to be. It's just madness. Like I've said before, it's like a slot machine. You just go inside and you just see what we can find and what price it's going to be. Sometimes I think in the back they got a slot machine, like a price slot machine. They just pull a lever for like every item, just price it whatever it lands on. But yeah, we got some toys now. I'm looking at. Here's this. Well, I thought it was a Power Rangers toy at first, for some reason. And I set it down, and you know what? I'll just be honest. Sometimes I'm lazy. I don't want to Google Lens stuff, because it's not going to be worth picking up. Could have been. Do research. You just never know. There's a Leapfrog thing. It's priced kind of high, but you know what? Here's the whole system for $24.99, and this other thing sealed for $6.99, and I do look that up, and sure enough, it sells great on Amazon. Some pretty good profit involved, and the other thing was surprisingly good. The controller was not. It was just, I think it was selling for maybe $20, if that, and they wanted $12.99. Not worth picking up. But you know what? I actually found a garage sale that was happening. There's a Xbox. She wanted $40 for the Xbox, though, but I got here, and I'm like, I'm the only one here? This is great. This is a great looking sale. Lots of stuff. But she told me that she opened yesterday and there was a flood of people that came and bought a ton of stuff. And what that tells me right away is, well, anything good is probably gone. The resellers got it. And I'm looking anyway. She was following me around, pointing out things like, hey, do you want this? Hey, there's a shirt. Do you like shirts? Hey, here's a jar. Do you like jars? Shoes. And eventually, I was just saying some stuff. I don't even know what I said, but she's like, hey, I got some Western shirts in the house I'm going to be bringing out. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take a look at them. So she went inside and got them for me, and they're pretty good. So I bought them. Here is a couple cameras, and I look in here, and what was this one? I don't know. I don't know. I decided not to buy that camera though, but I did buy this one. It is a Minolta camera, and was only $1, so I picked that up. I don't know why it wasn't bought yesterday, or maybe it's something she just brought out for today, because she said she had a lot of stuff she was going to be putting out. So that's why I was questioning about video games and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, there's some dolls up there, but she was talking like those dolls were her children or something. So I was getting a little nervous. I thought, well, I better get out of here before I end up on that shelf. But I'll show you everything I did pick up. I got some great items. It is that time once again for me to show you what I've found. Let's just start back here with these Lego castle set. I was pretty excited to see this at Goodwill, simply because I would like to find some of the 90s castle sets. Remember a lot of them from my childhood. I was unaware they remade them. This is from 2013. Still, if it's complete in there, which I fully don't expect it to be. Sometimes you're lucky and it's complete, but usually not. But there's enough Lego in there. I only paid $3.99 for it, so it's going to be good. Even if I just have to harvest the pieces. And then at Goodwill, I got some of these vintage bulbs, $2 a piece. Not something I particularly buy a lot of, but these are, I believe they're maybe 60s or 70s, possibly 80s, but they're the satin sheer bulbs, which are a little bit more desirable. I mean, they sell for about $15 a box. I got 4 boxes, so I'll probably bundle them, maybe sell all 4 together or break it into 2 boxes a piece. But I also got this vintage Christmas candle from Japan. I got it because I kind of liked it. It's really nice, and it was $2.99. I figured I could sell it for $15. There's 2 of them in there. Looked to be just new in box, and yeah, I just went and picked it up. Figured I'd give it a shot. Some of these vintage candles, they just do well. Christmas, Halloween, stuff like that. So yeah, for $3, I'll give it a shot. Then I got some shoes. I paid $5 a piece for these at Goodwill. Just got some kind of basic Nikes here that should sell between $20 and $25. So I picked them up. They're nice and clean, good condition. Here's a pair of Skechers shoes, and these are new. They actually had a tag right there. When I was looking at the shoes, some woman came over and put these on the shelf and said they wouldn't fit her husband, and told me they were new, and told me she removed the tag already. I'm thinking, why would you tear the tag off? So I'll still sell these as new without box on eBay, and I should be able to price these about $30 minimum. And then here's a brand I don't pick up a lot of, but these are new. You can see the cardboard in there. Never been worn, great condition. Eddie Bauer. This style's kind of popular. Yeah, I should be able to sell it for $30 plus shipping being new. So I stopped at this random garage sale. Unfortunately, it started the previous day, so it was heavily picked, and I know there was some great stuff there. She even told me some of the items that people were buying the previous day. It's just like, well, I wish I knew about it, but basically you just have to hope Facebook recommends garage sales like that when they're just on Facebook. Because even though I search for garage sales, I cannot find all of them. But I got this camera for $1. This is a Minolta, and the lighting is bad in here. I should have brought my light in. I thought there was enough sunlight, but the sunlight is casting weird shadows everywhere, so I apologize for that. But this is about a $30 to $40 camera. It's got the case, looks to be in good condition. Paying $1 for that, I'll make some money. And here are the other items, these Western shirts I got. This one is a Wrangler, and you can see the design. It's 90s vintage kind of Aztec design, and these shirts do well. The more crazy the design, the better. Some of these shirts can go for over $100 depending on design. You know, this one I think is at least a $50 shirt. It's very clean. She told me she cleaned and washed everything before she was selling it. And here is a Shepler's Western shirt. Actually, I thought this was going to be worth more than the Wrangler. I'm not super familiar with these Western shirts, but I know they have some value. Pearl snap. This one, I'll probably price like $30 plus shipping. It will sell. And then we got a couple kind of basic ones. This one's Kenny Rogers. And I paid $5 a piece for these, and I didn't want to buy these really, but she was kind of, I don't know, she was kind of pushing me a little, so I did. I'm like, yeah, I think there's some money here. And these are nice Western shirts, but I knew these were worth picking up. I wasn't sure about these two, but the Kenny Rogers one actually pretty good. It looks like maybe $30 on this one. And then we got another Shepler's pink Western shirt, which I thought, well, you know, it's pink. It's a okay brand. Pearl Snap, maybe it's okay. I didn't look any of this stuff up before I bought it. Yeah, I still should be able to sell this for $15 plus shipping, and it will sell. I'm not going to lose money on it, but overall, the stack of shirts, it's going to be some good profit in the end. And here is another clothing item I got at Goodwill, these jeans. I've been looking in the jeans more, so I know there's just good money in jeans. I just not a big fan of looking through them and selling them, but they are a bit more enjoyable to sell than just other types of clothing. These are Ariat jeans, work jeans, fire resistant. I believe the jeans are $6.99 at Goodwill, so that's what I paid for them. And these should sell for $40 plus shipping. They're a little distressed, but people like that. And I don't know, maybe these were meant to be distressed because sometimes they just make them that way. Here is some VHS sealed $2.99. I looked these up on Amazon, which is where I'll be selling them. I think I was going to make like $15. I don't remember exactly now, but for $2.99 sealed media, I pick it up. Then I got some Leapfrog stuff from Goodwill. I had a $5 off coupon if you spend $20, which I did. So technically this was about $20. It is brand new, sealed, and on Amazon, I think it was selling for, what was it, $140 maybe? On eBay, I saw some comps around $100, anywhere from $60 to $100 plus shipping. I'll probably try selling it on Amazon. I just assumed I was restricted in like the Leapfrog brand and it was just going to be not worth selling, but you know what? It says I can sell it, so I'll give it a shot. Might get an IP claim on it. That's just hard to say. And this one was kind of surprising. For $6.99, these flashcards, and maybe this is one of those mini bolos, because they were selling pre-owned on Amazon for $45. So I'll probably come in at like $60, maybe $75 on these. And they're selling pretty good on eBay as well. I think $30, $40 pre-owned. I didn't really pay attention, but not bad. And then finally, I stopped at Home Depot to get some supplies I needed. And I saw these on clearance. They're $10 marked down from $40. They are selling for $40 on Amazon right now. I'll be able to make about $15 a piece in the end. So there's $30 there. Also, I can sell these on eBay and still make money at $10. I think they're selling for right around $30-ish free shipping. I don't know, this might be over a pound. They're pretty light, probably right around a pound to ship them. So there's definitely money on eBay as well with these types of items. But there it is, everybody. That is my haul for today. Not a bad little haul. Definitely going to make some profit on this stuff. Before you go, I'm going to ask you to hit that like button for me. I would really appreciate it. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.